Yeah, let's cut it to length.
Okay. So instead of a rocker panel, Dean, what we've decided is we're going to do is we're going to screw on a piece of 1x6, and it's going to give it some real authentic woody looking trim. So
enjoy.
Enjoy it. We think it looks good. We're just going to put screws to it. We can round this off a little bit.
You don't want slivers.
Yeah, you don't want slivers getting in and out of the car, but it'll look really cool and give it some, you know. And we can sand this down and put some Varathane to it, or we can stain it.
There you are.
Like, what color should we stain it? Black? That's one of the ideas we're coming up with. So just to give you some perspective, we cut that piece of lumber, screw it on. No one will know the difference. I hope you like it. It's going to look really cool. Okay, here's a quick review of the car. So we've got Bondo here. You can see where they bonded along the rocker. So it's about here. This is all bondoed up to here. This is bondoed a little bit. Comes up a bit. Feels like it's about here. There's a lot of bubbling. The dog leg is a mess. That's going to have to be grinded and welded. There's a split here, so you might have problems with your floor. That's not so bad in here, but the big problem is... No, the light's enough. I just have to make sure I don't shake too much. So this rocker is completely gone, inner. And it goes to about here. Then you've got this strip along here. You've got this strip along here. That's got holes in it. Along here. This might be the only good section. And then we're to the box, and that's almost completely gone. The frame's still there, so that's good, but this is rotten right through. So we don't know how much of this is going to survive. Then you have a leak at that wheel. As you can see, something's leaking. You have a leak right here off the rear seal off your transfer case. It's spitting oil everywhere, as you can see. The outer rocker on the passenger side is completely rotten from the bottom of the inside of the fender all along here. I think it gets good to about here somewhere, and then it gets rotten again. So that's all friggin' gone. And then you've got this, and that's all Bondo. Goes to about here somewhere, and it comes up to about here somewhere. So this is all Bondo. This is completely friggin' gone. Like, I mean, you can get in here with a screwdriver and pick it all day long. That's completely shot. Oh, and over here in front of the tire, that's gone. So we're removing tires and shit. Now this is gone, and this is right through, so you can see my finger. So it's completely gone there, so we might have to take this off. We can grind it off and remove the clip nicely as possible, but there's no way we can do this without pulling that off. It's got to come off. You have a 1980 Eagle without the fender skirts on it, unless you find another way to adhere them. But look at this. I can move that whole lip from here to here. The whole thing wiggles. So that's all we know of. I don't know if anything's bad in here. Part of that dog leg is splitting. We can re-weld that on. They certainly piled the... I mean, look at this. This looks like stalactites. It's so thick and it's holding the water. That's the undercoating. So it's really bad. Okay, Dean, here's your first repair. It's kind of what I gotta do. And I'm gonna have to beat it into place, so too bad if you don't like it. It's gonna look like shit, but that's what I'm left with. So I've got a piece of heavy plate. I'm gonna whack it in and weld it. Enjoy. Okay, here's where we're at now. It looks like shit, but it's strong. That's what? 12 gauge, 10 gauge. Yeah, it's brutal metal. This was bending like nothing as I was hammering it. Like, look. Uh-oh, I went right through. Oh, I'm gonna have to patch that now. It's right through, look. Oh, Dean, you got frame rot. So I'm gonna have to patch this. It's gonna be about as ugly as that, but too fucking bad. Okay, here's where Keith's at. We're gonna give you a pile of this stuff in a bucket. This is what we're looking at. Okay, there we go. We have to cut the outer rocker to get at the inner rocker. We don't have a choice anymore. Sorry about that, but that's too bad. So we're gonna have to plate that across to there.
That's your carpet.
That's your carpet. So we're gonna have to peel that back. We're gonna get your ass out here and peel all the carpet out, boy. And then we've got this. That's inside metal. We've got to be careful. We don't know what all this taffy is in here. It looks fucking ridiculous. Oh, that's not the right way.
There, fixed. Done. Next.
The car's gonna look like shit, but it's gonna be solid. I sure hope you can Bondo it up and sell it. Next time, crawl under the fucking car. So this is rotting through. This is like butter. So I'm gonna have to weld a patch over this. God help me. So I might clean this up and seal this seam, but that's sealed. I tried to close this up, but I think I'm setting fire to the interior. I'd run a weld over this, but same thing. So you're just gonna have to pour 15 the hell out of it. But that's solid, man. That's not coming off in 10 years. Just pour 15 the crap out of it and you won't have to worry about it. That I'll do next. Okay, here's what we got done. We got an end cap there. We got it all filled in. We got this all welded up. It looks like shit, but it's welded. We're gonna do that next. But this is solid. It's even more solid than it ever was.